today we are going to derive a relationship between the group velocity and the velocity of the particle whose motion it guides. So now we are considering a wave function which is representing the wave packet. It is formed by integrating all the waves. This packet is formed by adding infinite number of waves which are having their own k, their own omega values. So we have integrated from minus infinity to infinity, and this we have already derived yesterday, that Vp is equal to omega k by k. So Vp depends on k. So there is no unique phase velocity as k is different for every wave. So here Vp would be different. So there is no unique phase velocity. So each phase wave in the packet will move it with its own phase velocity. So the wave packet has a range of speed. So the spread in speed depends on the width of the wave packet. Here we have considered a width which is delta k, or we can say 2 delta k, because we have considered k from k naught to k naught minus delta k to k naught plus delta k. So we have considered only wave numbers within this range, and we have formed a wave packet by superimposing waves which are having amplitude 1. So within this interval we are having ak is equal to 1, and afterward or outside this interval ak is 0. So if ak is 1, so then after we can change the lower and upper limits with k naught minus delta k to k naught plus delta k, and because ak is 1, so this will result ak would be equal to 1, and e raised to power iota kx minus omega t is the only term which is left with us, and we are integrating it with respect to k. So this is the equation now we have, and we are now going to expand omega k. So when we are expanding the omega k about k naught, because k naught is the central point we have taken, the interval that we have taken is k naught minus delta k to k naught plus delta k. So k naught is about like central value, so we are expanding about k naught. So omega k is equal to omega k naught plus k minus k naught d omega by dk at k is equal to k naught, and then after 1 by 2 factorial this whole square, and here we will take the double differentiation, k is equal to k naught. This is Taylor series expansion. So because delta k is very small, so we are neglecting all the higher order terms, and we are retaining only up to the first two terms. So these two terms we are retaining, and then after now we are actually changing some notations, like omega k naught we are writing to be omega naught. So this just change of variable is there, omega naught plus k minus k naught d omega by dk at k is equal to k naught. So if I consider this expression kx minus omega t, so I have just added k naught plus k naught x and minus k naught x. We have just added or subtracted the same thing so that it would neutralize the effect. So now what I am going to do is I am taking out x from these two terms. Okay, so I will have this from these two terms, this and this term. So I am writing here k naught x plus k minus k naught x, and now I have minus omega t. So I am just filling this value kx minus omega naught with this value. So when I am having this, so I will end up with the four terms which I have. These are the two terms, and which are when multiplied with t will go here, and I will have 1, 2, 3, 4 terms with me. And then after I am keeping these two terms along with that, and then after k minus k naught I am taking common from this term and from this term. So k minus k naught x minus t d omega by dk at k is equal to k naught. So this is what I am here with. This is the value of kx minus omega t. So I'm just filling out this value in equation 2.27 that I have already discussed you, and this is what I have got here. So because this is a quite big term, so I am just denoting it by small f. So this is what I have got now. So these all things k naught x omega naught t, these are kind of constant with me. So I'm taking this term out and I'm only having e raised to power iota f, this instead of f, and then k minus k naught. So this is the whole integral that has been termed to. Now when I am considering this integral, I will integrate it, but I'll use the method of substitution. So I will write here k minus of k naught to be k dash, so that dk would be equal to dk dash. And also when k is equal to k naught minus delta k, so k dash would be equal to minus delta k, and when k is equal to k naught plus delta k, k dash would be equal to delta k. So the terms would change also when we are changing the variable. So minus delta k to delta k e raised to power iota f k dash. So this is the whole integral that I have got with me. So also there must be dk dash also. This must be written here. Please check your